Hey there, Aries, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of April, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Aries, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Just send me an email. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. The donation link is also below, and any amount is greatly appreciated. There you are, showing up in your power in the recent past. First card that came up. Okay. Now, Aries, I'm going to say you because this is your reading. These could also be your person's energy, so take them as they resonate. Okay, the main energy for your reading this month is the Justice. You want to set things right. You want to restore divine balance here between you and somebody else. Now, divine balance doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation. It could just mean setting the energies right. It could mean having an open, honest conversation. We'll see more when we clarify. In the recent past, you get the King of Wands, the Magician, and the Fool. You want to wipe the slate clean. You want to start over from scratch. Like literally, not just let me put a band-aid over whatever this is in the recent past. You want to wave a magic wand and completely start from scratch. And this is something you're manifesting. This is something that you truly, truly want. But because you want it in the recent past, it's letting me know that you haven't done it yet. Now, in the current situation, you get the Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Page of Cups. You're evaluating and assessing here. You're taking things slow, and what you're trying to figure out is what's up with this connection. There's love here, and you feel it, but you're showing me like I'm opening up my heart very, very slowly. You're definitely not jumping in with both feet, and you're taking things slow. Like your heart has cracked open, and it's almost like if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, but is it a duck? That's what you're kind of doing here. You're like, this feels like love. This feels like this is a connection, but is it actually? So that's what you're doing, is evaluating and assessing that in the current situation. Now, in the near future, you get the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Wands. You're like, look, eventually, I know I'm going to figure this out. I know that I'm going to know what this is on a deep level. Not just, oh, it checks all the boxes, so it must be a duck. In my soul, I'm going to feel like this is a duck. But until then, my guard is up. You're very guarded and you're very defensive here in the near future for some reason, Aries. It's almost like you're afraid that this duck is actually going to be a duck. I don't know. Let's see. Let's start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading this month, which is the Justice. Justice is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're showing me that you want to set things right because you prioritize your emotional stability and your emotional fulfillment. Whatever you're going through right now, there's a little bit of anxiety and pain surrounding it, and you're like, yeah, that doesn't work for me. I don't do pain. I don't do anxiety. I do emotional fulfillment, emotional stability. That's what I do. And so you're showing me like, I refuse to accept anything beyond that. And in order to get to this place, of emotional stability within yourself, you're showing me I need to restore divine balance here. Now that could mean between you and somebody else, or that could mean a process within yourself. But either way, it's almost like you know where you're at right now, you know where you want to go, and you're refusing to settle for anything less than exactly what you want, which is that emotional fulfillment and emotional stability. Let's see, let's take a look at the King of Wands in the recent past. King of Wands is clarified by the Judgment, the Star, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is you in the recent past. You've made a decision. You want a new beginning in love. Now, it's not just like, oh, like I kind of want a cookie. No. If I was like Aries, you get one wish. What is it? New beginning in love. I want to have a brand new beginning in love. Now, this could be with somebody from your past. This could be somebody new. I don't know. I don't see it one way or the other. But you've made this decision in the past. Like you're crystal clear on what you want, what you're looking for, and how you want it to feel. And you're showing me it's a new beginning in love. Let's take a look at the Magician here in the recent past. The Magician is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Hermit, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're manifesting on a deep soul level healing this unhappiness. There's something that you're going through, which is causing you some pain. It's causing you some anxiety, but you're not letting it take you down. You're showing me like, I know what I want. I know how to get there, and what I want is that deep emotional healing. I don't want to be unhappy. I don't want to be disappointed anymore. Now, you want it really, really badly. This is what you're manifesting, and you're making small steps towards achieving that, right? Slow, slow progress. You're like, no, 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 this isn't fast enough, though. It's almost like you're walking towards emotional stability, and you're like, forget walking. Let me get in the car and just speed off. It doesn't work that way, especially on healing that's such a deep level, right? But you're showing me like, I don't want to be unhappy anymore. Like, I'm done with this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You are making progress. I just feel like the progress is not fast enough for you in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Fool in the recent past for you. Fool is clarified by the Fool again, the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. There is a connection that you have here. There is a connection that you have in mind here. You share a very strong bond with this person, and you're showing me, I want to make things work. I want to wave a magic wand and completely start from scratch with the best possible energies. Like, I don't want to have any residual anger, resentment, none of that. Like, I want to completely wipe the slate clean. Me and this person, we have a strong bond. I want to make things work. I want to do it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, it could be that part of the healing in the recent past is tied up to this connection, and it's just not moving fast enough for you. But take it as it resonates. It might be different for each of you. Let's take a look at the current situation. I'm going to start off with the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Hangman, Three of Swords, Eight of Cups. Yeah. What you're evaluating and assessing is, why do I feel like I'm still stuck in this emotional pain? You're hurting. You are going through some pain in the current situation, right? But you're trying to emotionally detach from it. It's almost like you're feeling this emotional pain, right? There's something which hurts, and it's stuck. You're not able to move fast enough. And again, to you, it feels like you're stuck because you want to go 0 to 60, and you're making slow progress on this healing, but it's not fast enough as far as you're concerned. And so you're showing me, I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like nothing's moving. I feel like I'm just stuck in this emotional pain. What can I do to like speed up the process and make this easier? Your solution is, oh, let me emotionally detach from this pain. It's almost like, oh, I have a boo-boo and it hurts. Let me put a Band-Aid over it. And then if I don't look at it, then it's not going to hurt anymore. It's kind of an energy like that, where I feel the pain. This boo-boo, this thing is not healing fast enough. So let me just put a Band-Aid over it and pretend like it's not there. And then if I emotionally disconnect from it, then it's not going to hurt anymore. And it's just like the whole healing process is going to be happening in the background. And then, you know, I'll catch up to it later. There's a little bit of denial here. There's a little bit of, oh, okay, so divine timing's not happening as quickly as I would like it to. It's not moving as fast as I would like. So I'm just going to emotionally detach from this whole healing process because it kind of hurts too much. Let's take a look at the Two of Cups in the current situation. Two of Cups is clarified by the Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Wands. There is love. You have love in your life, that specific connection that you're thinking of. You're looking back at the past and you really don't like how things unfolded. Now, that could be how you acted, how the other person acted, how the whole situation unfolded. I don't know. But whatever it is, when you look at the past, you're like, don't like that. You want to shift things in a better direction. You want to do a complete 180 and have this whole thing essentially like shift from where it is now into a much, much more positive direction. But there's a little bit of an internal conflict here for you, right? Because remember, you're emotionally detaching from the whole healing process because it's not happening quickly enough for you. But this love and this past is tied up to the healing process. So if you emotionally detach from one, you emotionally detach from the other. But you don't want to do that. You're like, no, I just don't want to feel the bad stuff, but I'm fine feeling the good stuff. Doesn't really work that way. Let's take a look at the Page of Cups in the current situation. Page of Cups is clarified by the Page of Cups again, the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're showing me like, look, you don't want divine timing to take as long as it's taking. You're showing me my heart is open, right? I'm trying to keep at least one toe dipped in this emotional pool so that I can go through the healing process. But I just want to get past it already. So it's almost like an energy of like, let's say the healing is a pool, right? In order for you to fully heal, you have to submerge yourself entirely in the pool. But that hurts too much, right? Nobody wants to go to this pain. Nobody wants to look at the past. That sucks. It hurts. And so instead of you just submerging yourself entirely in the pool and sitting there for 3 months and you're like, oh, this sucks, what you do is you're just dipping your toe in the pool, right? You're like, my toe's in the pool. Hell, I'll even put 2 toes in the pool. I'll put 2 fingers in the pool. The rest of me will be out of this emotional pool. I'll be emotionally detached, right? And I'll just wait until this whole process just runs its course, right? It doesn't work that way. Excuse me. First of all, divine timing has its own clock. You're not in charge of it. Secondly, you want to heal. Are you trying to heal your entire self, or are you just trying to heal those 2 fingers that you're dipping in the pool, right? Because you can't have it both ways. It's almost like if you have, I don't know, a rash all over your body, you can't just put ointment on 2 fingers and be like, oh, my entire body's going to heal. It doesn't work that way. But that seems like what you're trying to do right now. Let's take a look at the 3 of Wands in the near future for you. 3 of Wands is clarified by the 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Yeah, in the near future, you're positive. You're like, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. We love each other, we're going to reconcile, and we're going to be happy. This is literally like Disneyland fairy tale, like, you know, happiness. There's happiness, there's love, there's a reconciliation, and you're positive. You're like, literally, it's not if it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Like, I know this is going to happen for a fact, just like I know that the sun is going to rise tomorrow. I may not know exactly when the sun is going to rise, but I know it's going to rise. And that's how you're looking at this reconciliation, at you and this person coming back together. You're like, we're definitely going to be happy. We're going to come back together because we love each other. Let's take a look at the High Priestess in the near future. High Priestess is clarified by the 6 of Cups, the Lovers, and the Page of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, you get the Ace of Wands. Yeah, same thing. Deep down, you view you and this person as a soul connection. Not just a soul connection here in the 3D world. Your higher selves are also in a soul connection. So the 6 of Cups is you and your person here in the 3D world as a soul connection. The Lovers is your higher self and their higher self in a soul connection. Now, this is how you feel deep down. Your mind is playing some tricks on you. It's poking some holes in this. It's like, well, what about this? And what about the pain? And what about the anxiety? And what the, right? But overall, you're set. You're like, nope, deep down, I know what this is. You ain't about to convince me otherwise, mind. Wow, I don't know where this conviction is coming from in the near future, but whew, it's pretty nice. Let's take a look at the 9 of Wands in the near future for you. Yeah, listen, this near future, I don't know what flipped from the current situation to the near future. Near future is literally like a missile, like a heat-targeted missile, where it's like you've locked in and you're like, yep, that's what that is. Zoop, I'm just going that way. You're not even willing to hear anything else. For the 9 of Wands in the near future, you get the 6 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This is my person. We're going to successfully overcome this. I love you. I know you love me. It goes both ways. You're still my person. I view us as being able to have a long-term connection. We will build, we will come together, and we will have this beautiful, stable, successful, long-term connection. Now, if I was to come up to you and be like, Aries, well, what about if they're not interested? Nope. What about that? Nope. Like, literally, it's like you're sticking your fingers in your ear and you're like, I don't care what anybody has to say. I know what this is on a deep soul level, and that's what it is, right? Perception is reality, and my perception is that we love each other, we're getting back together, like we're happy, we're going to make it. I don't care what any of you have to say. Ooh, I'm even flustered. Like, this is some pretty determined energy in the near future, Aries. So I don't know what shifts between now, when there's some doubts and it's like, oh, this isn't happening fast enough, to the near future, but it's really nice, let me tell you. Let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Aries. From the universe, you get the 8 of Cups, the Emperor, which is you, and the 7 of Swords. Yeah, you have some doubts in the current situation. You're trying to emotionally detach from this healing process because it kind of hurts a little bit too much. And you may have a little bit of, it's going to work. It won't. I want this. Maybe I can't get it. Back and forth. In the near future, that all changes. It's literally like you've made up your mind, or you have some sort of like awakening. I don't know what happens in the near future, but it's literally like, that's what I want. I know I'm going to get it. I'm refusing to let go. I want that emotional fulfillment. And this connection, this love, this relationship is what gives me that emotional fulfillment. And that's it. And so it will be. So it's pretty beautiful to witness, though, I'll be honest. Your energies in the near future. So Aries, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helps and gave you clarity. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.